Mounted on the PBM, the aircraft searchlight is placed under the starboard wing. The 6 storage batteries which supply the power are carried inside the plane and are charged from the plane's generator. The light is connected by cable to a control box located in the forward gunner's compartment or in the second pilot's seat, so that the searchlight operator has a clear view ahead. All the operating controls are here. They're almost as simple as those on a flight. The carbons adjust to the proper spacing and feed automatically. Turn them to the right, and the light goes right. Turn the grips to the left, and the beam responds. To depress the beam, push forward on the control. Pull back to elevate. Light, leave it on long enough to give the carbons time to adjust themselves. Otherwise, they may fuse. PBM at patrol altitude has just picked up a target by radar. The pilot immediately takes his plane down to the attack altitude. There he levels off, homing on the target, still guided by radar. The light isn't used until the plane actually goes in for the attack. At 1 mile to 1/2 mile from the target, a distance determined by wind conditions and the type aircraft, the light flashes on. The moment the beam finds the enemy, the pilot pushes the bomber into a power glide that will take him across the decks of the doomed vessel at a height of 100 feet. The bombs are dropped. The light goes on. And instantly, the pilot zooms his plane up and away. The technique of using the aircraft searchlight is simple, but that doesn't mean it's easy. There is only one right way to do it. To fully understand the whole maneuver, you should first understand each man's job. Suppose you're the searchlight operator. The radar operator has picked up a target, and you stand ready at the controls and listen on the intercom. The radar operator keeps up a continuous chatter to guide the pilot and to keep the crew informed. He is the only one to use the interphone until the target is actually sighted.
Port. 3.5. Port.
Now your job begins. First, check the position of your light. Set the train dial at 0, dead ahead. The elevation setting varies with altitude and range. Experience has shown that the best setting at which to spot the target immediately at half-mile range and 300 feet altitude is depressed 6 degrees. Now, pay close attention to the radar operator.
Steady. 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 1.5. Port. 1.25. Steady.
Get ready to turn on the light at a half mile.
Steady. Steady. 1/2.
There's the target. Try to keep the light on the bow so the pilot can judge the enemy's course. Be ready to turn off the light as soon as you hear
Bombs away.
Now elevate the controls to the limit so that the afterglow won't make you a target. Now let's get back to what you, as the pilot, would do during a run. The radar operator spots a target.
Target. 5 miles. 15 degrees port.
First, you signal the crew. Prepare attack. Then take your ship down to the attack altitude, homing on the target as called by the radar operator. At the proper altitude, you level off and head straight for the target. Keep flying on instruments. Guide the ship by the radar operator's chatter and stay on instruments. Don't look for the searchlight beam. If you do, you'll be in trouble immediately. Look up only when you hear,
Target in sight.
now fly on contact. Go into a power glide to be over the target at 100 feet. But remember, there is only one way to pull out of that dive when the light goes out and there's complete blackness ahead. Immediately go back on instruments. Here and here only can you see exactly what you're doing on the pull-up. Don't start a turn as you pull up. The water's close. Keep your wings level. This is the way it is done by pilots who want to do it again someday. Now that you have seen each man's job, watch a complete searchlight attack. Notice how smooth it is with perfect teamwork between the searchlight operator,